Hey everyone, how's everybody doing today? It's kind of warm in here actually. Huh. Not that warm. There we go. For you guys asking the question, oh, thank you, Delaney. I appreciate that. I saw you guys asking some questions in there, and you guys are exactly right. There is a landscape and a portrait live, and they're both running simultaneously. One is for vertical for your like more for phones. You know what I'm saying? If you want to hold it like one's for if you want to hold it like this, and one's for if you want to hold it like this. That's why. Hey, Corey. Zaddy Zombie. Y'all killing me with that shit, dude. Hey, everybody. What's going on, Ryan? Carolyn, VJ, Tracy, Freddie. Shh. Thanks, Ian. I appreciate that. You only see the one? Well, there's definitely two right at the same time. The vertical one gets pushed out more, so there's normally more people in there. The landscape one, tends to be more of just my peeps. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't get pushed out as much, but more for the peep. You know what I'm saying? For the peoples and the thangs. You get the notification for both. That's good. A Sharky. Look, you guys can start with this Eagles crap if you want, okay? Here's the thing with the Eagles right now, and that's what you guys don't even understand. You guys can't win. I don't see the chat on here. Oh, that's weird. Let me take a look. All right, apparently I'm crashed out over here anyway. Yeah, I said I can pull it up. I can see it. Yeah, no, you guys can't win. Because here's the deal. If you win, you beat a quarterback who had surgery on Monday. So it's like, who cares? You guys beat a team whose quarterback had just had surgery and isn't missing a game. Like, ooh, congrats. If you lose, you just got beat by a quarterback who just had surgery on Monday. You see how there's no win for you. Just like there's no loss for me. If we lose, it's okay. Herbert just had surgery. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll be like, oh well, Monday night game, he just had surgery. It's okay. If we win, we just won after he just had surgery. So you can't win and I can't lose. See how great that is? I can't lose. Fly. So that's exactly how it works actually. Is generally people find it by doom scrolling in the other one. And then they come over here. That's literally what usually happens. Actually, I don't even know why I did that. I could have just put it up on the screen, huh? I could have just done this. Yep, that's all it is. Corey, I think it's what, 3 weeks? Chargers Cowboys? I think it's 3 weeks till Chargers Cowboys. Chargers have a gauntlet. It's a straight gauntlet. I think we play Eagles. What is it? Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys, Texans, Broncos for our last 5 games. We have a gauntlet. One and 4. I don't see 1 and 4, but I do see 2 and 3. And I'm not even sure which 2 we win. I just think we win 2 of them. Oh and 4. There's 5 games. You can't go 0 and 4. No, it'll be 2 and 3. Honestly, I think we'll beat the Chiefs. I think that's the one that we're most likely to take. And honestly, if you had it like my best bet, like if I was to put any bet on any of them, I'd say we beat the Broncos. Broncos just keep winning by like 1 point against like inferior teams. You'll never beat the Broncos. We already beat the Broncos. We already beat them this season. We already beat them this season. It already happened. We're actually 4-0 in division. You can beat the Cowboys and the Chiefs. I actually think it'll probably be the Cowboys and the Broncos. That's what I think it'll be. I think we'll lose the Chiefs in Arrowhead. We'll beat the Cowboys and Broncos. Let's just guess. We're just guessing. I don't know. They can win or lose against any of those teams. Actually, the one that I can almost guarantee you we won't win. And here's a sad, crazy thing of who it is. It's Houston. Not Houston. Yeah, Houston. I would seriously like put money down to say that we lose to them. Thanks, Mike. How about that FIFA Peace Prize? Well, you know what? If Trump has to have a soccer organization, by the way, like one of the most like corrupt sports organizations that's ever existed in the history of sports, right? FIFA is like well known as being like corrupt as shit, right? Has to make up a peace prize just for Donald Trump to win it. then cool, man. All Trumps. You can have it, but way to delegitimize your award with the first one. Like you were like, we're gonna create an award, and then you're like delegitimize it, like right off the bat. just completely chopping your own legs out from under you, like right from the get go. Like it would have been more legitimate if Donald Trump just created his own Peace Prize and then gave it to himself. That would have been more legitimate than this Peace Prize. like honestly, he might as well have just done that. And then it's even worse too, like because like again, I don't know if you guys like ever watch like you guys watch the Shane Gillis speech at the ESPYs? I don't know if you guys watched that or not. It's Shane Gillis. There's some funny parts, there's some not funny parts, but yeah, there it's a comedic speech where Shane Gillis literally talks about him being at, I don't know where he was at. He was at some sporting event and he met Donald Trump. And like he met Donald Trump and Donald Trump like introduced him to like the president of FIFA. Who he called him the president of soccer. Anyways, the whole thing, they're already friends. The head of FIFA and Donald Trump were already friends. It delegitimizes the whole effort. Okay? Nobody gives a shit about your little FIFA Peace Prize, bro. Nobody cares about your little FIFA Peace Prize, dude. No, literally no one cares. I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna have one of my friends. I'm gonna have Ari create an award for best political streamer, and then I'm gonna have her, and then I'll have her give it to me. I'm just gonna have someone I know just make an award for me that says I'm the best, and then we're gonna have a whole ceremony on it. We'll do it on live. Oh yeah, I do have 66.6 thousand followers on TikTok. Yeah. Yeah, can we get 666 in the chat? That's exactly my follower count on TikTok right now. Can we get 666 in the chat? Can you get a Hail Satan in the chat? That's how you know it's going to be a good live. Satan's already blessing it with he's sneakily blessing it. Jonas says, I'm a Republican, but I like listening to you. Of course, you can listen. You can enjoy my show and be a Republican. This show's awesome. Yeah, I actually meant to bring that. It's actually been that way since like yesterday. Yesterday's live was like kind of, but yeah, the 66.6 got me. We'll see. I thought I would have actually caught it by now on the YTs, but we're not there. Paulie wins the South Central medallion. That'd be cool. I wish some folks in South Central would give me a medallion. That'd be dope. What's that song? I'm trying to think of that song about South Central. I can't remember. It's like on the tip of my tongue, and I don't like. I'm not. That was weird. Yeah, it's like on the tip of my tongue. I'm a Canadian. I love hearing Paulie, such a great debater, brings more relevant points to talking points and not just outwardly judge. Oh no! If I'm judging you, it's not based off your political points. It's based off of whether like you probably being a shitty person. I do judge people very strongly, I might add. I judge like a whole bunch. But not about those things. Yeah, it's an Eazy-E song. I don't know why it's escaping me. Yeah, I judge the shit. I judge the shit out. I judge the shit out of all of you that are even here. Yeah, every single one of you I judge. Yeah. Oh, jokes on you. I like it. Good. That's a like a little masochist right there. I totally do. I judge every single one of you all the time. That's what I've been doing. That's what I do most of the time on this live is just judge all of you. I will let you know, most of y'all are pretty cool. All right. There's a few shady ones. All right. There are a few shady ones. Most of y'all are pretty cool though. All right. Yeah. I'd say probably like 80% of y'all are pretty cool. Like 20% of y'all are like pretty shady. It's like 80-20. Like that Megan girl, shady, bro. Megan, super shady. Oh yeah, I don't think Megan's here, but you'll see. She'll come in eventually. Oh my goodness. It's been raining for like 4 days here. It's gross. Universal. That is the wrong spelling of your. So just if you're gonna insult me, can you do it like grammatically correct? It snowed here last year in January. The entire place shut down. Why is Megan shady? You'll know when you meet Megan. Yeah, it snowed here. It snowed here last year, and literally for like 3 days. And it wasn't even like, I think we got like, oh shoot, my phone's like blowing up already. Holy crap. I should probably turn on the phone lines. Yeah, the whole place shut down. School shut down, road shut down, nobody went to work. It was crazy. Angie, thank you so much for the first super chat of the day. I really appreciate that with the $2 super chat. I hope you had a good birthday. I did. My birthday was it was awesome. Went out and had some Korean barbecue. It was a good time. Whiskey said it's been snowing there for 4 days. So between Tara and Whiskey, y'all must live close to each other. That must be what it is. Y'all must live close to each other. It was 1 inch of snow. No, we got I think like somewhere between like 3 and 5. Tara's in Madison, Wisconsin. Whiskey, are you close? Thank you so much, Angie. I really did. I had a great birthday. I'm already starting to plan out the 40, the big 40, since we're within a year over here. So, yeah, it was a good birthday. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. It was on, was it Tuesday? All right. Well, I opened up the phone lines. I guess we can start this thing, get this thing going. Sounds like fun. Did Whiskey say where he was at? I think Whiskey's a he, actually. I don't even know. My bad if I was wrong on that. If there's no picture, I'm just kind of guessing. Hello, how are you?
Buddy, how are you doing?
Nope. Hello, how are you?
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, and you?
I'm excellent. How old are you?
Good to hear.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 25.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Oh, no. I just like what you do. Hope you have a good day.
I appreciate that, man. Have a good one. Oh, Whiskey's in southeastern British Columbia. Yeah, he's way the fuck up there. he's way the fuck up there. I just, you know what? Like, I know it's not true, but I feel like it's just always snowing in Canada. I know it's probably not true, but I feel like it is. You know what I'm saying? And no, I will not be taking any questions on the matter. It's just the truth. Hi, how are you?
Hey man, how's it going?
It's going great. Do you still support Trump?
Do I still support Trump?
Yes.
Well, I mean, that all depends.
On what?
Well, do I support his, behavior and, some of his rhetoric? Probably not. But do I support, blowing up, murdering, narco trafficking pedophiles? Yeah, I support that. Do I support removing illegal immigrants that are over here raping people and
hold on, just hold on, just be clear. So the narco terrorists are also pedophiles? Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, they're human traffickers. They traffic little children.
Okay, and where's the proof of that?
Where's the proof of that?
Yeah, where's the proof?
I've been in the underworld for a very long time. It's not hard to tell.
You've been in the underworld? What is this, a vampire movie?
No, do you not know what the underworld is?
Yeah, it's that movie
are you
with Kate
stupid? You
Beckinsale
need a
where
little
she
help
wears that
understanding? No, we're not talking about a
where
movie,
she wears
guys.
that
We're
like
not, you live
leather
in a
that
fairy
leather
tale land.
suit.
You live in a fairy tale land. You're talking about movies.
She
We're
was
talking
really
about
good in
real
that movie
life.
too. She knew she was
Did
in
George
her
Soros
40s
pay
when she
you?
made that movie too.
Did a foreign interest pay you to hate on your commander in chief?
I'm sorry. Why? Who says I'm hating on anyone? Did a foreign interest
Well,
pay
who do
you in order to simp for him?
That wouldn't make any fucking type of sense now, would it? You
Yeah, it
just
would.
said something that makes absolutely no type of sense, and you sound like
No,
a
it
fucking
absolutely
retard
does
on
make
your little
sense.
channel now.
It absolutely does make sense. It's already
You
happened.
sound dumb as fuck, because that's the most contradictive thing you could possibly say.
Actually, it's not. We actually have proof that multiple different countries have done things like like social media campaigns with bots and all sorts of
Social
stuff.
media campaigns, blah, blah, blah. Proof of what? What's the proof, though?
No, sir, do you even know what I'm
proof?
saying?
No, because you're not really making any sense.
Okay,
So
well,
what
sir,
proof
and
are you
I
talking
can't make
about?
sense because you have to let me finish this sentence, and then it makes sense. If you cut it off immediately, then no, it doesn't make sense. I'm pretty sure that works with most sentences, though. That's why you let
Okay,
people
well, then
finish their sentences.
Go ahead, then. Go ahead.
So what I was saying was there had been multiple foreign countries who have done like social media campaigns using bots and all sorts of stuff in order to try to influence, public opinion or influence elections in the United States, and most of them have done that in favor of Trump, right? So much more likely that somebody that's if
countries?
Russia was the big one, but we've seen attempts by North Korea, by China, by all sorts of other countries that specifically that wanted Trump to win or influence to go towards Trump and stuff like that.
You're saying the Communist Party wants Trump to win?
You talking about like the Chinese Communist Party? Absolutely.
So the CCP wants Trump to win. Why is that?
Because Donald Trump has pretty much not given as much weight to the United States standing behind Taiwan. And Donald Trump has been, really quick to like abandon places like Ukraine and stuff like that. Other countries that we've had agreements with in order to,
why
protect.
We abandon Ukraine? Why
sir,
Ukraine?
this isn't about, sir. Again, I was in the middle of a sentence. How old did you say you were?
Sir. That's none of your business.
Well, you're going to have to answer now because for terms of service of social media, I have to know.
I'm an adult.
All right. Well, does that adult come with an age number, and can I have it?
I am 57.
All right. Well, I have to hang up now. I was actually really willing to get in this conversation with you. It's unfortunate that you won't just say your age.
I just said my age. Are you deaf?
You said 57 and you're not 57.
How would you know I'm not 57?
I'm going to give to the top count of 3 for you to say your actual age. 1, 2.
You're going to give me to the count
3. All right. So what I was trying to say was, obviously they want to win because it shows less support for Taiwan. They want to have the ability to attack Taiwan without, being worried that Donald Trump is going to, that the United States is going to try to defend Taiwan, and Donald Trump is much less likely to defend Taiwan as Joe Biden is or as Kamala Harris would be. So yeah, the CCP would definitely rather have Trump. That's pretty easy. Thought he said 67. I don't know whether he said, I thought he said 57. Either way, he wasn't that number. Okay. It's just, like kids these days lack imagination. Like how easy would it have been to just go like 21 and I wouldn't even have questioned it. I'd be like, all right, that's fine. Like whatever. But he's going to try to make up freaking crazy numbers. It's just like, doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, let's see if we got anybody over on the TikTok side. Nope, don't got anybody over there. Phone lines are open. Guest request box is open. So if you'd like to have a conversation, we can get this thing going and keep this thing going. Hopefully, he said 25 at the beginning. Okay, maybe he couldn't remember. Maybe he couldn't remember what he said in the beginning. That's pretty likely. Alan, thank you so much for the high five. I really appreciate that. And for the 2 jewels over here, Duran, thank you so much for the clutch. Patrick, thank you so much for the 100 over there too. I really appreciate that. Hello, how are you?
Hey, doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. How old are you?
34.
Awesome. Do you still support Trump?
Yeah, mostly.
All right. Why is that?
Well, I mean, I've supported Republicans, Democrats. I kind of like that he did the, no tax on tips. I like that he gave us the biggest tax cut in American history. It's pretty nice. Couple other things.
Hold on. You think Donald
Can we
Trump
name
gave
those, or
you the?
Yep,
You
go
think
ahead.
Donald Trump gave you the biggest tax cut in American history?
Well, statistically, yes. For me, making less than 100,000, yes.
No, statistically, not even close. On average, his Tax Cuts and Jobs Act only gave like 1 to 2% tax cut
My
for the
tax
middle class.
bracket went from 18% to 12%. Tell me where that's wrong.
I don't know about your tax bracket because I'm not your CPA. What
Okay,
I'm
well,
telling
that's what
you,
we're talking
sir,
about. The
sir,
tax cut
sir,
goes by
sir,
tax bracket.
sir.
I'm not trying to argue with you, but
Sir.
don't call me a liar if you don't.
Sir,
know
I'm not
your
calling you a
opinion.
liar. I'm telling you that
You
Donald
just
Trump,
did.
sir, I'm
Did
not
you
calling,
not?
sir, you don't know what I'm saying because you won't let me finish a sentence.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you
Finish
related to
your
that
statement.
last
Go ahead.
guy?
What last guy?
Oh, okay, cool. You guys sound exactly the same, and you guys also don't let people finish sentences.
Oh, so now you're like that. That's kind of like race baiting.
That's race baiting to say you sounded
Yeah,
like the
because
other
you're
guy.
Kind of, so like, remember the saying that all the black guys sound alike, all the white guys sound alike. That's what you're telling me. So
That's
what's your point? Go
that's
ahead.
pretty
What's your
good.
point?
That's pretty good. Saying that two people that sound alike is race baiting. That's a new one.
Well, then if two people look alike, that's race baiting too, right?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Okay, continue. Go ahead.
Nope.
What else? What do
You know,
what would you like to
you know,
know
there's
from
like
me?
billions of people in the United States. There are going to be people that look similar. It happens all the time.
Oh, I know,
Actually,
yeah,
funny
you got
enough, I was actually at
doppelgangers,
the mall while I was in
it's not a debate,
California,
it's you talking,
and
right?
there was this guy who looked like almost exactly like Snoop Dogg. Like he wasn't
No way.
like not exactly, but it was real.
Dreads
It was
and
close.
everything?
It was close enough where a bunch of people in the restaurant were like, "Oh, is that Snoop Dogg?" I'm not sure. But
Right,
anyways,
not sure.
yeah. But they look similar, and saying that they look similar isn't race baiting.
Sure.
They did look similar. Okay.
Sure. Let's get back on the Trump thing because I feel like you wanted to twist it to another round. So let's
Oh
get
yeah,
back to
sorry.
Trump.
I kind of lost my train of thought when you started
Yeah,
rambling
you got a
while I
little,
was
You got a
talking.
little rage bait there. There you go. Go ahead.
It's rage bait to talk about Snoop Dogg.
Well, you're trying to tell me about what I'm wrong. I tried to tell you what I was
Well, you
right
are
about.
wrong.
You kept telling me I was wrong.
Well, you are
now
wrong.
Let's go back to that. Where am I wrong about the tax cut?
Because the tax cuts, okay, for people within the middle class bracket of the United States,
20
lowered.
to 100,000 is me. So make sure you stay on me. Okay.
Yes, sir. How far under 100,000 are you? If you want me to get specific with
Right.
you,
Well, actually, I make right around 105.
so you're not
So
even
the tax
100,000. So
bracket
you're
is
lying.
20,000 to 120,000. Go ahead.
Yeah. So again, for people within your tax bracket, the taxes were lowered
Uh-huh.
between 1 and 2% with the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which is nowhere near the largest tax cut in American history. It's not even in the ballpark.
Not even in the ballpark, right?
Now, his
Are you
corporate
doing
tax
that
cuts,
based on
his
statistical
corporate tax
earnings, or
cut.
are you doing that based on your tax bracket?
Sir, I'm doing this based off of the average tax reduction
Average.
of the middle class
Average.
because Donald Trump is not the president of you. Donald Trump is
No,
the
no, he's
president
the
of the
president of
United
America.
States. So
Yeah.
when we look at the tax cuts that came from the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, we don't look at you.
You, right?
We
But-
look
but
at
we were saying that you asked
everybody,
me,
sir,
why
and
did you think he
everybody
gave
across
you-
the board, okay,
Nah,
got a
you
1 to
can't put it
2% tax
into,
cut. You said that Donald Trump gave us,
idiocracy.
okay, the largest tax cut in American history. Us
No. I
refers
said
to
me.
us, all
He gave
American. No,
me,
you did
and
not.
You said, why do you think
No,
he
you
gave
did not.
you?
No, he did. No,
Yeah,
you
you
did not.
did.
You never said
Come
me,
on
sir.
now, don't insult my intelligence.
Sir, you're doing that on your own.
Oh, nice comeback. Grow up. Next.
You mean like next
So
caller?
go back to. So I want to talk about me. All right. So let's just say.
Sir,
I'm
I do
completely
not
wrong.
want to talk about you again
You don't,
because
you
the
don't,
president
you don't have a
is
fucking
not.
statement.
Sir, because your life and what you're saying, sir, you can come up here and say that you make 100. First, you
Yeah,
said you
an
made,
opinion's just
sir,
like an
sir.
asshole.
First
Everyone's
you,
got
first
one
you
right,
said,
half of 'em are
sir,
full of shit.
sir. First, you said you made under 100,000, and that's what I was supposed to base off. Then I asked you how much,
Yeah, well,
how
I'm
much
going from the
below,
20 to
sir,
100. Okay,
sir.
I see
And
what
then
you're
I
trying
asked
to do. You're needle dicking shit. So keep trying.
Well, I mean, I guess you would know what that is, sir. Okay.
Nah,
Yeah.
what a
But
trick.
again, sir, what I was saying is I asked you how much under 100,000 you made, and then you told me you made 105.
101.
So
Yep.
this is
All right.
why
So let's go with that.
this
Keep
is
going.
why we don't talk about your specific situation, because you
Right.
can just lie about your situation and I don't have any
I can
data
lie
or
about my tax
proof.
bracket.
Yes, you
Are you
can.
fucking kidding me, kid?
Yes, you can.
I can lie about my tax bracket.
Yeah.
Please tell me that is true.
not even hard. Watch, I'll tell you right now.
Not even hard. Go ahead.
My
Go ahead.
tax
Go ahead.
bracket is I'm in the
Uh-huh.
same tax bracket as Elon Musk.
You are.
Yep.
Okay. So that means, what is the max tax bracket? I don't even know that answer. Go ahead.
Yeah. I just am.
What's your tax bracket?
No,
What's your
no,
tax
just
bracket?
no, I just prove I'm not.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. You went for the extreme. You went for the most, expensive person in America.
Yeah,
and
no,
you say
no, no,
you're
no,
part of
sir,
the
sir,
richest
sir.
person
I
in
am
America.
doing this thing
How
called,
stupid does that
sir,
sound?
what I am doing is lying about my tax bracket. Okay. I am
Okay, and I'm
proving
not.
to
I'm
you.
trying to give you an actual
Yeah,
factual
sir.
information.
But you see,
saying I am
sir,
in the
but
middle
you
class,
see,
and
sir,
you're trying to tell me I'm
sir,
a fucking liar.
but you,
How
sir,
pathetic is that?
but you
Instead of
see how
answering my
you
question,
can't, sir,
you can't do it.
you see how
You
you
can't.
can't prove me wrong.
Okay. All right.
So therefore,
What a
I can't
fucking
prove
freak.
you wrong, sir, because I don't know your actual
Okay,
personal
then
situation.
don't prove me
You
wrong.
could be lying, okay, about your tax bracket. You
Okay.
already lied about your income once, okay? So instead of talking about just this thing that you're saying that you make more or less than 100,000, somehow both at the same time, and so therefore Donald Trump, cut your taxes, the
So
most
what the
ever
fuck
in
does it
American
matter if I
history,
told
which
you
doesn't
I'm in
even
the
make sense.
poor, the medium,
I would
or the
rather,
high?
sir,
What the fuck that matter? It
sir,
still goes by the tax bracket.
sir.
What a fucking idiot.
Sir, okay? I'm just going to talk about all middle class
No,
taxes
you're
as a
not.
whole, okay? And that's what I've been talking about.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me about
I
all
already
of
did,
it,
sir.
and then it has nothing to do with
I already
why
did.
I support Donald Trump. Like, tell me how stupid that fucking question is. Go ahead.
Again, I already did.
No, you didn't. Okay, so go ahead. I'll give you the floor. Tell me why he never gave the biggest tax bracket cut in American history for all Americans, since you don't want to talk about my particular bracket.
I
because I'm
literally
socialized.
already did, sir.
Oh, you did? I guess
Yeah.
I didn't hear you because I was talking over you, right? That's your statement?
Oh, I just did. If you weren't listening, I don't know what that has to do with me.
That's exactly what I just said, dumbass.
Well, maybe you should
Okay,
listen
so
more.
let's try again. Can you explain that to me again, since I'm so
Sure.
bad
What
and
would you like me to explain to you?
understand? Yeah, do it.
What would you like me to explain to you?
How it's not the biggest tax cut in American history.
It is not the biggest individual tax cut for in American history because we've had larger than 1 to 2% tax cuts in American history. It's that easy.
Okay, but ours was 5.5%. That's the actual.
The middle classes was not.
There ain't no 1 super. No. You said, now you're going back to the middle class. Do you see how you're debating me?
Sir, I've been talking about the middle class the entire time.
The fuck you have.
You are
'Cause I
very
just told you.
you
the
are
middle class
you are a
bracket
you
was
are a
from
very
18%
you're
to
a
12%, and
you're a
like,
very
yo, we're not
upset
talking
little
about the middle
man. I
class.
don't know
We're
why
talking
you're
about
yelling
all
so
Americans.
much.
Yelling? You don't know what a debate is, do you?
Sir, in a debate you don't just holler and yell. Is that what you
Okay,
think a
cool.
debate is?
No,
Oh, okay.
not at all. I think a debate is somebody countering each person's actions, right, in truthful facts. I'm stating truthful facts.
Actually,
to
you would
that
be
just told me you wanted to
you
talk
wouldn't be
about.
countering someone's
Okay, go ahead.
actions.
You
You'd be
see,
countering
you're not
someone's
saying- you keep
argument.
talking. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So I would like here.
Go
How
ahead.
about this? You counter the fact that according to the Pew Research Center, the median income levels, or all three of the median income levels, right, and tax
Okay.
brackets that make up the middle class, got an average tax cut of between 1 and 2%. Argue and tell me
Okay.
and show me how I'm wrong.
No, I'm going to believe you on that statement.
Okay. Well, that's the only statement that I've been making this entire fucking time, and you've been arguing with
No,
me
you
over
have
it.
not. No, you
Yes,
have not.
that is literally
No.
the
Okay,
only
so explain to
argument
me
that I've been
how I
making
went
this
from
entire
22%
time,
down
and
to
you've
12%,
literally been arguing it
and that's
against
not
me
helping a
the
middle
entire
American.
time.
Tell me.
I didn't hear you. What did you
You
say?
can't tell me because you're
I
fucking
did not
moron.
hear you. Can you repeat it?
Yeah. So if my tax bracket went from 22% down to 12%, and I'm in the medium tax bracket, just because you're saying the rich didn't get as big of a tax cut in American history, but the middle class did.
That's the
So tell
opposite of what
me
I'm saying.
how that's not a better
That's literally the
fucking tax
opposite of
cut
what I'm
in
saying.
American history in the last 23 years.
That's literally the opposite of what I'm saying.
All right, so that is not what you're saying. You just told me that the medium class of every tax bracket, rich, medium class, a middle class, poor class, right? Only got a
No,
1
that
to
is not what I
2%.
said at all.
The fuck you didn't. Are you fucking stupid?
That's not what I said at all. I said
You must be some kind of brain dead moron.
Sir,
if
do
you
you
don't
think that
that's
the middle
exact your
class,
word.
sir,
I repeated your
sir,
words
do you
exactly.
think that the middle class is one tax bracket?
No, I just said all three. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, sir. When I
Pay
said the
attention. Pay
three tax
attention.
brackets within the middle class, I'm not talking about rich, middle, and poor.
You just did.
I
You
am
just said
talking
that you're
about
talking about all
three,
three.
sir, I'm talking about three different
on.
tax brackets within the middle class.
Okay, the one you're talking about, I'm looking it up now. You're talking about the upper class, middle class, low class is 1 to 2%.
Nope,
That's exactly your statement.
not even a little bit.
Okay, well then that's the statistic that shows you're 1 to 2%. So what are you're telling me that the middle class only got a 1 to 2% cut, correct? Correct. Hang on. Statistical middle class earning 20% to $120,000. Sorry, 20,000 to 120,000 got a statistical price of 5 to 7% reduction.
Cool. Who are you seeing that off of?
So you're
Also
a
20
fucking
20
moron.
also 20,000 wouldn't be middle class at all, so I don't even know what you're talking about. But regardless of that, where are you getting this information?
Well, I'm getting it right from the IRS, tax bracket gov.
Taxbracket.gov. Okay, let's take a look at that.
IRS.gov tax bracket.
IRS.gov tax
What a
bracket.
liberal.
No, I'm just going to type in what you say you're getting this
No,
from.
you are. Look it up. IRS.gov tax bracket. Tax bracket went from 22%. Anybody earning under 120,000 to 12%.
Yeah, sir. You know there's a difference between tax bracket and like actual tax savings, right?
You're talking about write-offs and all that. So, okay. So you're saying that.
But regardless, I don't see anything of what you're talking
fucking
about.
retard. Okay. So anyway, let's try something different. You got your tax bracket stuff down. Apparently, you think you're.
No,
right,
I mean I'm
right?
looking at what you
Let's
told me
talk
to
about
look up.
open
It's
borders.
nowhere in here.
So I think immigration, right? Getting all the illegal immigrants.
Let's
who
see,
have
tax adjustments for
misdemeanors immediately crossing over.
2026.
Do you support that?
Sorry, I actually wasn't listening. What'd you say?
I didn't think so. It's kind of hard for you.
No, I'm just on your IRS.gov over here trying to find, back up what you're saying with data,
bracket.
but it doesn't seem to be here anywhere.
Okay, tax. Look up the tax bracket.
I'm on that.
Here's the thing. I can just send it to you in this chat. That's fine. I'll just send it in the chat for you.
Okay, you can
But
do
I
that.
want to go to the next one. Let's go with immigration. Do you believe in open borders?
Do I believe in open borders? Open borders isn't a religion. There's nothing to believe in.
Nobody. Oh, wow. Did you just really say believe is automatically religious?
No, I'm just saying that things
Yeah,
like
you did.
but religion. Okay, then why'd
But you
you
did.
ask if you're just going to tell me what I said?
Oh, well, my bad. You asked me about my wording. You said that when I say, do you believe, you put that into a religious statement.
No, I just made a comparison
Then why the fuck did you bring it up?
I was actually trying to explain that before you just cut me off.
Go ahead. Let's hear about your
I was
that
saying that people
religion.
believe in things like religion, okay? Because belief is something that you have faith in and all that sort of stuff. I don't believe in open borders because open
belief is
borders
also an
do not
opinion, so go ahead.
open borders, like there's nothing to believe in. Either borders are
Okay,
open
your
or they're not
opinion.
open, okay? And the
Let's go with
definition of
opinion,
what
because
is
you wanna
open and
take
what is
words
not
and try to
open
fucking vocabulary.
apparently is highly debated, so
Okay, but your thoughts. How about your opinion? Is that a better word for you?
my opinion on what?
Opinion on open borders, illegal immigration. What is your opinion then? It's not belief.
There aren't open borders. There have not been open borders, so I don't have an opinion on it.
So the EWT filing, right, where you can literally enter without providing paper shit. So sorry, EWP, entering without permission, right? is completely that's not an open border, right? Because that's a policy Biden put in.
All right,
that
then
you
how
can
about
enter
this?
the country without having border problems.
How about this? You define for me what an open border is, and then we'll go from there.
So an open border is anybody who can pass in or out of the country, right? Illegally.
Well, if that's the case, then we've always had an open border, and we still have an open border.
Right, because people keep coming to our country illegally.
So
which
therefore, it has
means
nothing to do with
immediate
Biden. We have an
misdemeanor
open
for them,
border.
right?
Yeah, we have an open border now. We had an open border
So
under
do you
Biden. We had an
believe
open
that people
border
can cross into
under
our
the Trump
border
administration. So what's the
without
argument?
checking in,
Sir.
without saying anything?
So what's
No, go
the
ahead.
so
Go ahead.
what's the argument here if we've always had an open border?
That we're shutting it down. My question
Nope,
to you,
it's still open. According to your law,
okay, we've
according to your
had
description,
12 crossings in
it
the
doesn't
last
matter,
month.
sir,
Yeah,
because
that's still
according to
open.
your definition, if any single person can come into the United States illegally, then the border is open. So therefore, we
Okay.
right now have an open border. We have always had an open border, and we always
Sure.
and always will have an open border because we are never, ever in the history of our country going to have 0% illegal immigration in this country.
Right. So my question is onto that, right, is do you believe that people do not need to be sent back if they come into our country without freaking checking in?
Without checking in?
Meaning providing papers. I'm talking, all right, let me rephrase this for you because you like to do this. If they're coming across our border, since our border is open, and
Our
they come
border's
across
not.
in the open border, do we send them back or do we give them fair process?
First of all, the border's not open, okay? Because your definition of an open border
But
is
you
ridiculous.
just said it was open.
No, I said according to your pathetically bad
Oh.
description of an open border, it's open,
Pathetic.
okay? But
Oh,
that's not what an
okay.
open border, sir. An open border is where anyone, okay,
Anyone.
can enter or leave the country without any type of border protection whatsoever.
That's what
Try
I
li-
just fucking said.
No, sir. You said if anyone,
You're so
if a
fucking
singular
naive.
person can. Like, let me give you an example. Okay, like once you're in the I think it's the Shenzhen region. I always mispronounce it, of Europe.
Shenzhen. Okay, I'd prefer to talk about the U.S.
We
But,
will.
No, you
Yeah.
won't.
Yes, we will. Okay.
No, you
So,
won't.
like,
Trust
I
me.
believe it's the Shenzhen or Shenzhen.
You
I
haven't
can never
even given
remember
your
how to
opinion
pronounce
on
it correctly, right? It's like, say you're driving from Italy to Germany, right? There is
Uh-huh.
no border protection. There is no police. There is nothing. You can drive directly over the border. No one will stop you. No one will check you. No one anything. And then you can drive right back. You don't need a passport. You don't need papers. You don't need anything.
Don't need
And
shit.
anybody that's already within that region can just do that
Yep.
over and over and over without anything. That is an open border. Okay, that would be the definition of an open border. Okay,
First fucking
and then
thing
since
you
we
said,
have
okay, go ahead.
never had that in the United States, okay,
Right.
our border is not
Because
open.
we consider people crossing illegally. Okay, so let's say we have a closed border. I like where we're going now. So we don't have an open border. We have a closed border, correct? That's
Correct.
fine. At the same time, what is your opinion on people that are in our country, since we do have a closed border, right? Who came into the country
Mhm.
illegally,
Mhm.
who immediately get misdemeanors attached to them because it is a misdemeanor to come into our country for the first offense. Second offense is a felony.
Not always, but
Do you look that one up? Look it up.
I
right
did
now.
under Title 8. It's
I
actually a
just looked it
civil
up before
offense.
we
It's
got on
not
the
even
fucking phone call.
yeah.
Please do that.
It can
Don't
be a
fucking insult my
it-
intelligence again. What a fucking
sir.
trip.
Again, you're an insult to your own intelligence. But please continue your question.
You're an insult to your own fucking intelligence.
Good one.
So,
Now you
will
want to
will
continue?
you answer the question, or is this not a debate? I asked you.
I'm still waiting
specifically,
for you to
still
finish
being
your
fucking
question,
ignorant.
sir, and you're ranting. What was your question?
Okay, you ready?
Mhm.
Okay. If we have a closed border and we have people coming in your opinion, do they deserve due process or do we send them back?
First, everybody deserves due process, but you can send people back with
Even
due.
if they came into our country.
Sir, are you going to let me answer your question or no?
Well, you did answer my question.
No, I did
so
not.
that my
I was
follow-up.
literally 4 words into a much longer answer.
But you just said everybody.
Sir,
okay, go
sir,
ahead,
please,
go ahead.
please be quiet.
We'll
Okay.
give you the time of day. Go
You
ahead.
can deport someone and they still get due process. Okay. Now, under certain circumstances, their due process is limited, but everybody gets due process, regardless of whether
Yeah.
they're here illegally, whether they're, no matter what their, immigration status is, all sorts of stuff. If you're within the jurisdiction of the United States, you receive due process. Now, you can't
Speak
have,
to the Fourth
sir,
Amendment,
again, I'm
right?
still talking.
No, you're good. You're good.
Thank
I
you.
was actually agreeing with you,
So
but that's
you
the
can have
14th
an
Amendment.
sir, you can have an expedited deportation. All right. But within that expedited deportation, there is still due process. Okay. So yes,
Okay.
everyone receives due process regardless of their immigration status. Now, but due process doesn't always mean, okay, like a court date or seeing an immigration lawyer, a judge, or any of that stuff. Not all due process is just court, and I think that's what's really
but the
important to
14th
understand.
Amendment says that they get that.
Yeah, and we have
14th
other
Amendment
law.
says
Yeah,
that they
no, it
actually
says that
get
they get
legal
due
process.
process. They get due
Yeah,
process.
due process, and then the
Not
second part of the
all
14th
due
Amendment
process.
is the legal statute as well.
Yeah, but that's actually the
But go ahead,
difference, and
keep
that's
going,
why
keep
that's why it's actually important. That's why I said you're not exactly 100% correct on it being a misdemeanor. It's actually a civil offense. Okay,
Oh,
and
it is? Look
sir,
it up. Look it up.
sir, are you
Look
gonna
it up.
let me finish? At any
No,
point, are you
because
gonna let me
you're
finish
lying
a
to
sentence
your
without,
followers, and that's
sir?
not
It
fair.
actually helps prove your fucking point. So if you would just shut the fuck up, you might learn something.
Look at it. I rage baited.
Thank you. So what I was saying was it's a
Fucking rager,
civil
look at
offense,
him.
and the reason you can deport people
Fucking raging
without
ass
full.
fucking-
I'm just gonna go ahead and mute him, crowd, because I need to be able to say this without him fucking whining. So the reason why you can actually deport people with limited due process, okay, is actually because it's a civil offense. If it was a criminal offense, okay, if it was a criminal defense, if it was a criminal offense, then everybody would get a court date. The only reason you can deport them with limited due process is because it's a civil offense. If you want to tell me that it's a criminal offense, that it is a misdemeanor, then in that case,
Yeah, it is.
everybody
Yes,
gets a
entering
court
the
date.
US without
Then
authorization is a
well, in
federal
that case,
offense.
everybody
Usually
gets a court date.
misdemeanor for the first time, but
Then
it becomes
awesome.
a
Then
felony for
everybody gets a
subsequent
court date.
re-entry.
Awesome. Then everybody gets a
After
court date.
an order carrying potential prison time,
Cool.
fines, and deportation, acts like using fake documents or
Perfect.
marriage fraud and immigration, you fucking dumb fuck.
Perfect. Then everybody gets a court date.
Okay, but that's not what you said.
No, because
So
you're
you
now
said,
because
well,
sir
it's not
because
exactly
because
like
sir
that, though.
because
They
sir
don't have to
because
have
sir they
people.
only get a court date if it's a criminal offense. I was saying they don't get a court date because they can be removed because it's not a criminal offense. But if you're saying that's a criminal offense, then everybody that has a criminal offense does have to have a court date. And since you're so adamant that's a criminal offense, then I have to be adamant that they have a court date because you cannot be punished for a crime in this country
So
without
say you're
full due
fucking wrong
process.
and get over it.
So there you go.
Say you're wrong. Say you're wrong. And I'm happy with that.
I don't
As
even
long
know
as you
what I
say,
would be wrong
I'm
about,
fucking
sir.
wrong because I didn't know that you got an actual fucking, you got legal as well with it because you fucking just told me that you don't. So before you go and state your facts, make sure you understand what the fuck you're saying. And he hung up. What a fucking loser. This guy should never be an influencer if he doesn't have fucking education.
And I'll just throw this up on the screen for everybody else. For anybody who hasn't read this yet, and obviously the caller who's probably never read anything, okay, according to the American Immigration Council, physical presence in the United States without proper authorization is a civil violation rather than a criminal offense. This means that the Department of Homeland Security can place a person in removal, deportation, like exactly what I was saying before, proceedings, and can require a payment or fine, but the federal government cannot charge the person with a criminal offense unless they have previously been ordered deported and re-entered in violation of that deportation order. Likewise, a person who enters the United States on a valid visa and stays longer than permitted may be put in removal proceedings, but cannot face federal criminal charges based solely on this civil infraction. Those who enter or re-enter the United States without permission, however, can face criminal charges. So as I was saying before, the reason why you can deport them is because deportation isn't a punishment under the law, right? It's just a removal proceeding, right? And if it was to be a criminal offense, then you could punish someone under the law and then they would get a trial. So you want to go ahead and say you're wrong now? Hello, caller. Are you there, sweetheart? All right. He's apparently gotten really quiet. Oh, shoot. I didn't even put up on the screen. Sorry. I put up on the screen for some of y'all and not the rest of y'all. I apologize. I must have misclicked the button, but there we are. All right. Well, are you there, sir? I'm going to have to move on if you can't speak. He's not muted. He's still there. Going once. Going twice. Okay, bye-bye now. I don't know where he went. Guys, it doesn't help your argument to argue that it's a criminal offense. If it's a criminal offense, then they all get a trial. The only way Donald Trump's able to do his deportation proceedings is because it's not a criminal offense. That's the only way he can do it. The second you make it a criminal offense, okay, it changes everything. It's not a good argument for you guys. Okay? It's not a good argument for you guys. Sorry, I just love this comment. I think this should be Donald Trump's new nickname, Lawn Odor. Luis, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Said this MAGA moron is so delusional. I'm really impressed. That was an impressive level. Y'all, please make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I really appreciate you guys. We do this every single day but Fridays. And this upcoming Monday because I'm watching the game. But we do this every single day. If you guys like support, I do have super chats, super stickers, all that fun stuff. Is that my first one of the day? That might be my first one of the day, too. I really appreciate that. We're about to open up these phone lines. Keep this thing going. If you'd like to, you also can become a member. That's a great way to do it. And also, you can become a super fan over on TikTok. I heard they're 50% off right now. So if you'd like to become a member, that's a great way to support the live also. So I really, really appreciate you guys so much. And thank you so much, Luis. Can we get huge W's in the chat for Luis for that super chat? All right, phone lines are open. Guest request box is open. Let's keep this thing going. If you'd like to call in, of course, the phone number is on literally right there. Yep. Hello, how are you? All right, goodbye.
Weird.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm pretty good. I was watching your stream, and I just wanted to let you know that you absolutely demolished that guy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you have a good one.
Have a
Okay.
good day.
All right, man. Hello. How are you?
Hey man, I'm fine, man. I just had to call in and give you a goddamn pat on the back, my guy. I love how you put them damn clowns down. Every day I watch it. Every day, and every day I've been wanting to call and tell you I love you, man. You keep doing your job, my guy.
I appreciate that. Thanks a lot, man. Have a good one. All right. Well, I guess we're going to keep this thing going.
It's insane.
Phone lines are open. Guest request box is open. It took us a little while to get started yesterday, too. I thought we were gonna keep going. You put the guy on mute and hung up. Why would I put that guy on mute? I literally had smoked him. That was bad. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. Bunks? We're going with Bunks. When you do surface level Google search, it calls it a misdemeanor. Has that recently changed? No, I think it actually could be classified as like a Class C misdemeanor, but it is a civil offense, right? It's no different from like jaywalking, right? But yeah, if you actually look into it, it's a difference in my brain just blanked when the phone rang. There's illegal entry and then there's already being here, and those are two different things. I'll pull it up in a sec. Hello, how are you?
Hey, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Yeah. Nah, I didn't have no question. I just wanted to, just like the other callers, man, wanted to compliment you and say, man, I love the show and just keep doing what you're doing. And I did have one question to ask you, if you don't mind.
What's up?
All right, man. One thing that I'm gonna do a little glaze. It is what it is. I like to give people their props. But one thing I'm just always amazed by how you always have like a defense, or you literally have something to defend, literally from every single thing somebody always says. So where do you get your knowledge from? How are you so confident to deflect every single thing that somebody says? Like you literally have something to say from everything. How?
Lots of
Where's your
practice.
knowledge coming from? Just strictly debating?
I've been doing this for a long time, man.
Okay.
I've been doing this for
Okay.
for a long time. Okay, and it was not always this clean 2 years ago, 2+ years ago when I started. Okay, but I read a lot, I study a lot, and yeah, so I do a lot of research,
Okay.
and
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then I do this a lot too, so that helps. So
Okay. That's what I thought. Then, like you said, practice made perfect. Well, thank you, man. That's all I wanted.
absolutely,
Thank you,
man. Have a good one. All right, so let me show you guys the difference because he did ask this question, and I want to show. So, what I read for you was being physically present in the United States, right? So let me pull this back up so you guys can see it. Being physically present in the United States, right? Without authorization, all right? So what ICE is doing, right? Going to a store, finding someone who is not, you're going to have to wait. I'll call whoever that was. I'll answer the phone in a second. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to pull that up. Being physically present in the United States without authorization is a civil violation. Okay. Illegal entry is a misdemeanor on first offense. 8 U.S. Code 1325. Does that make sense? That's the difference. It's too small. I can make it bigger. Well, I think I can make it bigger. So 8 U.S. Code 1325. So illegal presence is a civil offense. Illegal entry is a misdemeanor. Everyone tracking on all that? We good? All right. I think we're good. Yeah. So if you catch someone illegally entering the country, that is a misdemeanor. If they're already here and you didn't see them enter, then it's a civil offense. All right. Whoever that was calling can call back. Oh, that was quick. If that was the same person. Hello. How are you?
Great. You taking calls today?
Nope.
Oh. You joking? 'Cause I'm watching you live.
Sir, if I'm on the call with you, how could I be not taking calls?
Good point. Can I ask you about global warming, man-made global warming? Do you ever have discussions or debates with people who are skeptical about that?
No, I think if at this point with this our level of science you don't believe that global warming exists, then I can't save you.
I didn't say global warming didn't exist. I said man-made global warming. Are you aware that we just came out of a little ice age a mere 200 years ago? That's why we're barely warming up right now.
Okay.
Have you
I'm
heard of
way
it, the
good on
Little
this
Ice Age?
conversation.
I'm not talking about the movie. Have you ever heard of the Little Ice Age?
The movie, right? Yeah.
No.
Yeah, with the is it a sloth?
No, it was a weather event.
That's the one with the sloth and then the mammoth, right?
1355
Is the sloth
roughly
in that?
1850 was the time period.
Yeah,
Sounds
sir,
like you
sir.
don't know anything about basic
I
science.
don't give a fuck about this conversation at all. And it sounds like you just came off of Ari's live and you were just as boring and annoying over there. And I don't want to have
Okay,
this
so
conversation
you
with
don't
all.
believe in basic science. You just say that.
Yep,
you do.
sure. That's all. That's totally fine, sir. That doesn't hurt my feelings. Do you support Trump?
I support anyone who doesn't believe in man-made global warming.
Perfect.
That's hubris.
Sounds great. Well, then you go do that someplace else, all right?
Why don't you go look up on the internet?
All right. Why don't you go look up on the internet what the word no means? Okay. It's called consent. You should try it. All right. It's called consent. You should try it. All right. I don't understand why people are just like, I truly don't understand it. Like, I don't want to have this conversation with you. Well, I'm going to have it with you anyway. Hello, how are you?
Yeah, I just have a quick question.
What's up?
Do you think Ohio State's going to win or India for the Big Ten championship?
India has a lot of people. I'd probably bet on India.
Oh, well, I just wanted to ask you that question.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's what I would go with.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
bye-bye.
you have a good day, sir.
Yeah. I don't think Ohio State can beat the country of India. That would be pretty impressive. On that note, Ohio State's gonna win that game, by the way. Anyways, hello. Yeah, I have that effect on people. Anyways, yeah. If it's Ohio State versus India, I definitely take Ohio State. But if it's Ohio State versus Indiana, I definitely, in like the Big Ten championship tonight, I definitely take Ohio State. All right. I definitely take Ohio State. All right, well, we're going to keep this thing going. I really appreciate you guys. We're going to have the phone lines. Oh, did I ever delete this? Oh, unpinned message. How is that still pinned? Anyways, we're going to keep this thing going. If you support Trump and you'd like to join the guest request box or call in, please be my guest and we'll try to keep this thing going. I will try to hang. You know what? I should never do this on Saturdays. I should never do this on Saturdays. I always say, like, dude, I got all day. I can sit on live for as long as we go. And then it's always those days where I am not in a rush, where like I had like the least amount of callers. When I'm like in a hurry,
it's insane.
Like where I only have like 2 hours, like during the week, like phone lines just blowing up all night long. The second I'm like, I can be here all day. It's so weird. Oh, thank you. I am pretty good with my comebacks. I do pride myself on my comebacks. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really appreciate that. Big W's in the chat. I do pride myself on my comebacks. I think I'm pretty good with them. Thank you, Given. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, I'm definitely taking Ohio State. Indiana hasn't played anyone, and Ohio's been boat racing everyone. I don't see it. I did take Texas Tech this morning. That seemed like an easy one. They boat raced them too. That was a straight boat racing. I'm witty. I like that. I'm witty. Well, I'm gonna hang out here for a bit, y'all. Let's see if we can get some more callers in here because I had no place to be for a while. So I don't want to get off yet. What do you guys think? Should I just hang out? Should I answer your questions? I'll just answer your guys' questions. How about that? Hello, how are you?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing, sir?
What about Bama, Georgia? Georgia all day. Hello, how are you? Do you still support Trump?
Yes. I am still okay with voting for him.
All right, why is that?
Well, even though the person's an idiot, and I can totally agree with that.
Can you please talk directly, like into your microphone? I'm having like just you're kind of cutting in and out.
Sorry. Even though the person is an idiot and he gets on my nerves a lot with some of the dumb things that he says, I do need him in there to get people that are supporting the Second Amendment.
Okay, and what does Donald Trump do to support the Second Amendment?
Well, I mean, he's actually just created a whole nother section. Gosh, I can't remember what it's called, but it's part of the. They just got a new board that's going to be part of the Department of Justice. That's what it is. It's in the Department of Justice, and they're going to be making sure that people are upholding the Second Amendment rights of Americans.
What? The Second
So
Amendment's
there is
already a
both-
right to Americans. The Supreme Court
Right.
holds that. So the board does not. So he's done nothing?
So what I'm saying is that people are pretty much violating your Second Amendment rights all the time. So what this DOJ department is going to do is make sure that they're going to stop all of these people from violating your rights.
Yeah, that's what
Which
we
they
already
are.
have a court system for. That's doing nothing. If someone violates someone's Second Amendment rights or any amendment rights, they take it to the judiciary. If the judiciary decides that they did that, then they have to overturn or change whatever they did. That's not doing anything. A board doesn't change that. That's not how the Constitution works.
Yes.
So he's done
there are
nothing.
Also,
Can I ask you a
well,
question?
he's-
Can I ask you a question?
Well, sure. After I get this one statement out, he is also putting people in place, judges and people in place that do support the Second Amendment.
Sir,
So
everybody
that
supports
is
the
so-
Second Amendment. It's the Constitution.
true.
It is the truth,
not
sir.
true.
Can I ask you what has been
It's
the
not
most what has been the most restrictive federal law against firearms in this country in the last 16 years?
In the last 16 years,
Yes.
let me see. I would say things probably involving assault, what the so-called assault weapons are, the bans that people are placing upon those.
There hasn't been
and the
there hasn't been a
magazine ban.
federal assault weapons ban in over 20 years, over 25 years. Well, I guess it ended like 23 years ago. So that's not true.
That's not true.
It is true.
It ended in 2010.
The assault weapons ban did not end in 2010. No. That is
When did Clinton? That was the 90s. That was 2000. You're right.
I
You're right.
I know. So what's been the most restrictive federal law
Federally?
against weapons in the last 16 years?
Really, probably not that bad. I think being able to go into the into like a state, not state, federal parks and stuff like that. I think that was a restriction.
Wrong.
but
It was
that
the bump
a
stock
long-
ban. The bump stock ban was the most restrictive federal law.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
You're
and who
absolutely
and,
right.
and who was
Yes,
that
it was.
passed
And
under?
that was Trump that did it.
Gotcha.
That was
So
Trump
the
that
most
did that.
restrictive ban on the Second Amendment in the last 16 years wasn't Biden, wasn't Obama, wasn't a single Democrat. It was Donald Trump, and you support him for the Second Amendment. Do you believe that people should have all of their firearms taken away from them prior to having due process?
Absolutely not.
Donald Trump does.
Gavin Newsom does, and
Donald
so
Trump
a lot
does.
of other states.
Donald
A lot
Trump
of state
does.
people.
Donald-
No, he said
He-
that, but he did change that afterwards.
When?
He changed that afterwards.
When did he change it?
And he changed his view about it afterwards, just like he
Awesome.
changed
When
his
did
view
he come?
about bump stocks.
When did he come back out and say, "Nope, I was actually wrong on that, and I actually think that that due process should happen before we take anyone's firearms away"? When did he come out and say that? Because I've never seen it,
I'm
and
pretty
I do
positive
this.
I saw a
I do
video.
this constantly.
I'm pretty positive I saw a video of it. But
Yeah,
here's,
it does.
here's the
It
question
doesn't
that I have
exist.
for you.
It doesn't exist.
Here's the question I have for you.
Yeah, it doesn't
Here's the
exist.
question
By
I
the
have for
way.
you, sir.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know it
Right.
doesn't
That's
exist.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening to you. I hear you. But here's a question I have for you. Let's say that instead of Trump being in there now, it was Gavin Newsom in there now. Do you believe that it would be more restrictive on Americans as far as being able to carry a firearm and what type of firearm they
Sure.
would be able to
I don't know why we're talking about Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom not only is not the president, but he's never even ran for it. Okay, we're not comparing
It's
Donald,
just a hypothetical.
sir.
It's
We're
just a hypothetical.
well. How about this, sir? If you were in the presidency, would it be less or more? How about me? How about my Australian Shepherd? If we're just making up people, then it doesn't really matter. How about we talk about what it would have been like if Kamala Harris and Tim Walz had won?
Okay, let's take that.
All right. Do you think it would have been?
Kamala
Do you think Kamala Harris?
Oh, it would be more
Hold on,
restrictive.
sir. Do you think Kamala
Yes,
Harris?
absolutely.
Okay, who has in all of her time in the Senate, okay, all of her time as the vice president, okay, never pushed for or passed a single bill to restrict firearms, okay, is a gun
That's
owner.
not true.
Hold
That's
on,
not
sir,
true.
sir,
That's not
sir.
true.
I swear, if you let me finish my sentence, it'll be easier to combat it.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Not only did she not do any of that, okay, but she actually was a gun owner. Okay. Her vice president, also a gun owner, avid hunter, right? Congressional sharpshooter 3 years in a row. Okay. That those two people together would have been more restrictive, okay, even though they could have been more restricted prior and they just weren't, than Donald Trump, who literally is the most restrictive person in the last 16 years federally, has probably never owned a firearm in his entire life, and thinks that you should have your guns taken away by due process. Please explain to me how you think how that makes any type of logic in your head outside of the literally hundreds of millions of dollars that the NRA spends in order to convince you of it.
Okay, so let's just take her words. She believes that we should ban all assault rifles. She believes that we should have that the federal law should have the ability to go into people's homes and make sure they're storing their guns safely. She does believe in buybacks. She literally said all of those things. So yes, she would be more restrictive just by her own words.
All of those things, Kamala Harris actually did come out and say that she actually changed her mind on. That actually did happen. Okay. Except for she did actually go for voluntary buybacks. Now, on my opinion, I think an assault weapons ban would be excellent, especially one close to the 90s, right? The one to the 90s. Because what did we see? We saw a sharp reduction in mass shootings, a sharp reduction in
Completely
school
untrue. Completely
It is.
untrue.
It is.
And that's a
It is.
complete lie.
They were
And that's-
literally.
hey, listen,
I think they were reduced by like
that's a lie.
80%, dude. It was like some ridiculously high number of a reduction. Yes.
I love
yes.
you, sir, but that's wrong.
I do
That's
not have any
absolutely
feelings
wrong.
towards you.
And
That
you
is a
can go
fact.
back and you can that's easily researchably wrong. It's wrong. You're incorrect. You're incorrect. They also found that there was no significant change in crime at that time either. They don't know if the crime was just dropping as normal. You're completely incorrect.
Yeah, here's an entire factcheck.org article, and I can pick up more. But actually, I was wrong. Apparently, it was 97%. I said 80. My fault.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. What weapon is used
What
weapon is used in almost all mass shootings, sir? What weapon is used in almost all mass shootings, sir? What firearm is used in all mass shootings, sir?
Sir, the proof is already in the pudding.
9mm handguns.
Sir, I don't care.
9mm handguns.
Because the proof is already in the
banning
pudding.
banning the gun that more people die from getting punched in the face with doesn't make sense on stopping mass shootings.
So
it's the dumbest thing ever.
while this guy is
banning
crashing
shoes.
out, while this guy is crashing out, while this guy is crashing out, there's a chart on the screen showing right there on the screen the reduction in mass shootings in the United States, both before that, how there was higher before the assault weapons ban, and how it skyrocketed after the ban was lifted. Okay.
Really, sir?
Skyrocketed.
Show me what weapon was used in those.
Sir, are you not hearing me?
What
Sir,
firearm was used?
I want you to listen,
It's like
sir.
saying- it's
Sir,
like
no, stop talking. No, you're not saying anything. You're gonna let me speak,
comparison-
sir. I know that you are crashing out because being wrong sucks. Okay, but I would like to finish my
No,
sentence.
I'm
No,
not
sir,
crashing out.
I understand that being wrong sucks, and so you're trying to talk as much as you can so I don't get a word out.
I'm
But
not
it is
wrong, you're
not
wrong,
helping
but go
you.
ahead.
Okay, sir, I literally have the data on the screen, and you have nothing. Okay,
Sure.
so I don't think I'm wrong here. Okay,
I have
so
got it. Go to the FBI site and figure out which gun is used in mass shootings. What firearm is used in mass shootings? 9mm handgun.
Sir, it does not matter which one you say is used in more mass shootings because it shows that the assault weapons ban lowered mass shootings.
It does matter.
Period. The assault
It does
weapons,
matter,
sir.
because you
No,
can't
sir.
lower
I'm about to
something
mute
by
you. I'm
banning
about to
something
mute you.
that's
I'm
not
about to
used.
mute you. I am 3 seconds away from muting you because I cannot finish a thought. Okay. Again, I understand
for
being
it.
wrong sucks. Okay. And that does hurt. And the natural reaction is for you to just keep talking. Okay. But I would like to say something on my live if that's okay with you.
Go for it.
I appreciate that. Sir, if the assault weapons ban reduces mass shootings in the United States, which it did, that is an unequivocal fact, okay, then I am not going to be against an assault weapons ban that limits mass shootings, okay? Because unfortunately, and I know you disagree with this and a lot of other people disagree with this, okay? Your right to own a gun does not trump the right of other people to live, okay? Including especially children, all right? Where firearms are the #1 preventable cause of death in the United States is firearms.
Firearms
Okay.
is not the
Again, I'm still
firearms
talking.
is not the number
All
one
right.
killer of children in the United States.
Preventable,
That's
yes,
just
it
a
is.
lie.
Preventable, yes, it is.
It's not.
It is.
Sir, go ahead and look at that stat. When they didn't use.
Sir, why? I
correct
pulled up
information
stats the
on
last
that.
time
One,
and you didn't listen.
They only used. Okay, look at the stats on the fact of it. Then they took from age 1 to 19. 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds are now children. And why didn't they start at 0 when someone is born? Because it would have changed their numbers. If they would actually use from 0 to 17, it would be the 19th thing. So tell me what would be the #1 thing then, and go after that.
Okay, and up on the screen,
Those are
it's
facts.
so great from the
Tell me
Bloomberg.
I'm not a fact. Tell me those aren't facts.
Cool. On the screen, John Hopkins Bloomberg School of Public Health. Firearms remain leading cause of death for children and teens, disproportionately affect people of color. For the 3rd straight year, firearms killed more people, children and killed more children and teens
Yeah.
ages 1 to
Look at-
17 than
One-
any other cause, including car crashes and cancer.
Why didn't they take that? Why didn't they use 0 to 17?
I don't know.
Because they know it would disproportionately change their
Sir,
number, and it doesn't
sir,
seem as cool
sir,
when it's 19th
sir.
versus #1.
Sir, so
They're
hold on.
liars.
So let me just get this straight, just to be clear, okay? So it's the highest cause of death for children 1 to 17, right?
Nope.
And hold on,
Nope.
listen.
Nope.
Nope. I haven't. Nope. You can't answer yet because I
Okay.
haven't asked the question. You have to wait for me to ask it first.
Okay, go for it.
All right. So it's the #1 preventable cause of death between children age 1 to 17. And you think if they added in children 0 to 1, right, which would make it like the 2nd or 3rd, that means that what? All these people aren't still fucking dying? They're still dying at the same fucking rate, regardless of whether you can skew the numbers by adding people 0 to 1.
It doesn't change it to 2nd or 3rd. It changes it to 19th.
It does not change to 19th, and there is nothing in there that says
changes
even
it-
fucking close to that.
it changes
I am
it
so
to
sorry, sir,
19th.
but your
It changes
ability,
it to
sir,
19th.
your fake ability to own whatever
You're the
weapon you
one
want,
making up the
your
2nd, the 3rd.
yeah,
You're just making
yeah,
it up.
your mental mindset of being able to own whatever firearm you want at the stake of other people's lives, especially children, okay, is fucking pathetic.
My guns have never hurt anybody.
I don't
And
care,
anybody
but
who
guns
thinks that
do.
guns are just walking down the
Okay,
street
your car might not have ever
are
hurt any.
pathetic.
Sir, your car might not have ever hurt anyone either. But it doesn't mean we don't have restrictions on cars. It doesn't mean that we don't have speed limits. It doesn't mean that we don't have seatbelts. It doesn't mean that we don't have
Driving
airbags.
is
Sir,
a privilege,
just be
not a
sir,
right.
just because
Driving
my
is a
sir,
privilege, not a
sir,
right.
sir, just because my car has never killed anyone, so why should I have to obey speed limits?
Your car is a privilege, not a right.
Your gun is a privilege
car
because
is
we
a
can take
privilege.
it away.
No, my gun is a right. Because,
No, it's not.
You said that. You even said that is a federal right.
No, I said the Second Amendment is a federal right. I said the Second Amendment is a federal right. I didn't say guns were.
The Second Amendment is what gives me the right to bear arms.
Yeah, and the Supreme Court, even the conservative,
Second Amendment gives me the right to bear arms.
Sir, actually, the Second Amendment gives you a right to a properly formed militia, not to bear arms. But regardless of any of that, even the very conservative Supreme Court, sir, even
right
the
of the people.
Comma. What's after the next comma? Do you not know where all the commas are in there? Since you want to talk about commas,
it's giving you multiple. It's talking about multiple different things.
It's talking about one thing.
You have to understand.
It's talking about one thing, but regardless of sir, be quiet.
You think that they were going?
Oh, really? Where in the Second Amendment does it talk about a tyrannical government?
I just said that.
Where in the Second Amendment does it talk about a tyrannical government? I'll wait for that.
Where in the Second Amendment does it say anything about hunting? But everybody says.
Sure, we should outlaw hunting then. Sound good?
Fine, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Just don't take my gun.
Yeah.
Hey, I will tell you this. Listen, hey, I do love listening to you. You do a very good job. And I do enjoy the banter back and forth, sir.
I did not enjoy this at all. I think you're being very ignorant and obtuse.
I think you do enjoy this, and you just like being a smart.
Why would I enjoy somebody who's literally advocating for children's deaths? Why would I enjoy that? Sir, I would much rather talk about immigration than to listen to somebody try to advocate for their right to own a gun over children's deaths, over children's lives. So
so the CDC also stated that between on average about 1.5 million people use a gun for self-defense to save their life from great bodily harm.
Sir, I have no problem with people using weapons for self-defense.
Yes.
You're trying to, sir, see, that's what the NRA has spent literally,
1.5 million people may lose their lives.
I'm going to mute you. Thank you. Sir, I have no problem with people having weapons for self-defense. I have a weapon for self-defense. Every person on the left I know has a weapon for self-defense. I don't know a singular person that doesn't. Literally every single person on the left I know has a freaking gun for self-defense. Okay? There is a difference. Nobody has restricted guns except for Donald Trump. He's the only one who's done it. No one else has fucking done it. The only person that has done it is the person you voted for. No one else. Okay? There is a difference between understanding that people have the ability and the right to protect themselves and not understanding that having all of these guns with almost no regulation, okay, no licensing, no training, no any of that stuff leads to people getting murdered more. Okay, we can still have guns, okay, for home protection, for sport, for fucking hunting, for any of those things that you want. You can have all of those things and still have restrictions around them to make them more safe. Okay, so less fucking children are dying. You don't have to choose between, oh, I can't have fucking any, and I have them all. Okay? That is what the NRA has convinced you of. They have convinced you, all right, that any fucking restrictions on anything is them taking all of your rights away, and it's just not fucking true. It's not true. We could easily have a fucking world where there are...
it's not true.
I'm muting you right now. Be quiet. There is literally a world that we live in, okay, where everybody could still have their guns and less people are dying, okay? But y'all can't handle that, all right? So once you guys stop trying to advocate for this unrestricted, unrelenting, just ability to own whatever you want, whenever you want, and do whatever the fuck you want with it, When you start advocating for that, not only will you still be able to have your firearms, but you'll be able to have a better ability to have them because they'll be more restricted from people that don't have them. Because less people will be dying, so there'll be less restrictions around your firearms, the ones that you are legally allowed to have, because there'll be less problems with everybody else's, okay? But you're gonna have to pull your heads out of your asses and stop being so afraid that everybody is trying to take everything from you, okay? In order for us to actually have a safer America. All right? But I guess you can't figure that one out, okay? We're the only country in the fucking world that has this problem. We're the only country in the world where children have to do fucking active shooter drills at fucking school. We're the only country in the world, okay, that has fucking the number one preventable cause of death between ages children 1 and 17 is gun deaths. We're the only ones that have this problem. Okay, we're the only ones. We're the only ones with our heads still up our asses. Okay, and we're not the only one of those countries, okay, that has legal gun ownership. Plenty of them do. Okay, plenty of them do. All right, but people get so fucking caught up, all right, around this. Oh, I have my Second Amendment. Well, you know what? Before the Second Amendment, you have the constitutional right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Okay, and those children had that taken away because of your Second Amendment right that wasn't even in the original Constitution.
Children are getting killed just because people have guns. That doesn't make any sense. Just the correlation doesn't add up. It just doesn't. And you say, oh, okay, well the left wants to do this thing for guns. Why doesn't the left say this? Anyone caught without a firearm that should not have a firearm, mandatory life in jail. Why don't they do that?
There's been tons of things the left has fucking said, sir, that would have freaking helped all that. That singular thing won't fix the problem.
I'm saying what I
because that thing won't fix the problem. Okay? Because that thing won't fix the problem.
Yeah, because how about this? When was there a problem before? I went to school in the 80s, and there would be guys that would have firearms on the back of their windows in their trucks before they went hunting, and that
you
was
could
parked in my
still
school
have
parking
that
lot.
in the United States, sir. You know,
kill anybody.
You know, during the assault weapons ban, you could still, sir, sir,
you don't know
sir,
my question
sir.
yet. You don't know my question yet.
That
you
was
don't
your
know
question.
my question yet.
Yes,
my
I do.
My question is this: what has changed? What has changed from then to now?
More
where
guns.
There is so many.
There is more guns. There's like 5 times as many more guns in the United States.
As many guns back
that
then.
is a bullshit lie. That is a bullshit lie. There's 5 times as many guns on the fucking streets right now as there was fucking back then. But sir, that same person, sir, no, listen. I answered your question. Now you answered mine. Okay, you answer mine. During the assault weapons ban, that same person could still have that gun in the back of their truck so they could go hunting after work, and we still had less mass shootings. Why is that?
The assault weapons ban did not take assault weapons from anyone. The people
correct, it fucking didn't. You are 100% right that it didn't. So why are you so fucking worried about it when Kamala Harris says it? Why are you so concerned with it, sir? So why are you so fucking concerned, sir? So why are you so fucking concerned about it when Kamala Harris says it? So why are you so concerned about it when Kamala Harris says it?
Do you believe that banning them made anyone safer?
Why are you so concerned about it when Kamala Harris says it? Why? Why?
Because I still want to be able to purchase new ones.
Oh,
that's why.
Gotcha. Yeah, fuck the kids, right?
Because I should still be able to keep purchasing and still buying them.
Yeah, fuck those kids.
What? It has nothing to do with children.
It has everything to do with children. It has everything to do with children.
It doesn't make any sense.
Everything to do with children. It has everything to do with children. It has literally everything to do with children. Literally everything.
9mm handguns are the most.
Then let's ban those too.
Then let's ban them. Shooting.
So you agree we should ban them then?
See, there you go. Exactly.
So you think we should ban them?
So just like
yes or no?
Just like I
yes
said
or no,
before,
sir?
They're going to try to ban all firearms.
So you're saying that we should ban those?
I don't believe we should ban those. No.
Oh, okay. So how about we just, do an assault weapons ban and reduce shootings?
How about we don't ban anything and we figure out what is going on in this country where people are so sick that they want to shoot and kill a lot of people.
Well, I'll give you an.
When
I'll
they
let you-
had access to firearms before and that didn't happen.
Yeah, let me tell you something. It's pretty crazy, right? Let me tell you something.
They had
Every
access
other
to firearms
sir,
before and it didn't happen.
every other country saw this problem, put restrictions on guns, and all of those shootings stopped happening. So unless you can tell me what's actually going to fix it, which
All
you
those
can't,
countries that you're naming
which you
didn't
can't.
have all this mass shootings and stuff before then.
Yes, they did. Australia had a giant mass shooting, a mass school shooting, and then they put restrictions on guns, and then they haven't had one since.
They had
We
one.
however
one.
have like freaking like
And-
6
and
a
that's
year.
not true. Australia just had a mass shooting.
Oh, they did. And how many has that been in the last 10 years? Because I think they've only had like 3 in the last 15 years or something like that, and we've had what, couple hundred this year.
Well, I could have sworn you said none. I could have sworn you said there was none.
I said school shootings, not mass shootings.
So you.
But if
saying
one
that
showed
there
up
actually
late
was.
after, I apologize.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it does not help your problem. It does not help your point
Anything else
whatsoever.
you want to ask?
It does not help your point whatsoever. So I'll let you know.
It's all good. But hey, listen. Once again, I do enjoy that you're having the conversations with people, even if we don't agree. That I do believe that we should be safe and feel safe to have these talks with each other without someone feeling the need to hurt each other over it.
Yeah. By the way, I am going to correct your statistic real quick before
And
before I
also,
get off the phone
one
with you.
other thing.
You said that more handguns are used in mass shootings, and while that actually might be true, the death totals are higher with assault weapons. Did you know that? The number of people killed per mass
You know
shooting
why?
in the
You
number.
know why though?
Yes, I do know why. Because it's easier to kill a lot more people with
No,
those
no, no, I'm
weapons.
saying,
That's
do
why.
you know why?
Yeah, that wasn't
Okay.
very hard. 397 mass
Because
shootings
it is
as
a better-
of November 30th.
It is
That's
a
pretty
better
good.
weapon to use to defend against yourself.
To defend against yourself. I am worried about
Also,
yourself, sir.
25 is dropped. It's dropped a lot more this year, down to I believe the same statistics as about 3 years ago. So it's been
Australia had
dropping.
one mass shooting this
Also.
year, and prior to that, the last one was in 2022. We've had 397 this year. But gun laws don't work, guys. But gun laws don't work. There's no way we could do that. There's no way gun laws would actually help
Criminals
anything.
don't
It's
follow
crazy.
gun laws.
But anyways, I'm gonna move on to the next
Criminals
person.
Criminals don't follow laws.
Yeah, criminals don't follow laws in
Hey, you have a
Australia
great day,
either,
sir.
sir. They've had one mass shooting all year. We've had 397 this year. But I guess their criminals follow
So when
laws,
are you
right? And
going to
ours
buy me
don't.
Take it to Australia.
Yeah, I guess their criminals follow laws and ours don't.
When are
I
you
guess
going
that's
to buy your
I guess
ticket to
that's the
Australia? You're
difference.
not going
So-
there. You're not going there. You're not going to live there. You don't want to go
Australia?
there.
Why would
You
I live in
wanna stay
Australia? I
right
love my
here, and
country.
there's a reason you
I want to
stay
fix
right
my country. I don't want to go to their country. I want to make the country I
Exactly.
love
You love
better,
your
and that
country
means
for a
protecting it from
reason.
people like you. But anyways, I'm going to move on to the next caller. I hope you have, I don't know, whatever day you deserve.
here. People like me, law-abiding citizens. It means protected against from
But
law-abiding.
do you not understand what
I've never-
goodbye
I've
means? Is
never
this some
said
type of
that
like
in my
is this
life.
some type of like Midwest goodbye or something? I've never lived in the Midwest. I've never been a part of one of these. Sir, I'm moving on to the next caller. I'll put it better. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm going to go talk to someone else. Bye-bye now, okay? All right, bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
All right. I've heard of like Midwest goodbyes. I didn't know. I've never been a part of one. Jen, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I really, really appreciate it. They said, happy holidays, all you gorgeous people, and fuck Donald Trump. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. W's the chat for Jen for that awesome super chat. And a happy holidays to everyone. Alan, thank you so much for the clutch. Dumb, thank you so much for the high five. Jason, thank you so much for the $5. Said, holy God, most use in matching events doesn't equal most effect at. Every lunatic has a sidearm. Duh. That's what I was getting at towards the end. I actually hadn't even seen this. I wish I had thrown this up on there. But yeah, just because it's the most used doesn't mean it was the most effective. Okay? Let's look at the actual casualty numbers, and that changes the entire thing. Right? But thank you so much. That was a chat for Jason, too, for that excellent super chat. Apparently, we had to get Canada in the fight in order to have some conversation over here. Yo, please make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on those notifications if you haven't already. I really, really appreciate you guys. And thank you guys so much for being here. We do this every single day, but Fridays and this upcoming Monday. Oh, no, I might even squeak on for a quick... No, I won't. I'll be good. I'm just going to watch a charge game. I might have to build a desk on Monday anyway. So we'll keep this going. Guys, if you like support, I do have pay links in the bio. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. They're all at PolyPolitics. I also have super chats open. As you guys have seen, I like to put them up on the screen, have a nice conversation, talk about them. We also have memberships open, gifted memberships open. And apparently super fans are half off right now. So if you'd like to become a super fan, this is a great time to do it because they're like 50% off or something like that. So thank you guys so much for the support. It really does help to keep lives like this going. So I really appreciate you guys. Hello, how are you? All right, goodbye. No, I didn't want to do that. Oh, I'm thirsty too. I need another Gatorade. Oh, no, what I want? I want a bubbly water. I wonder if I have any bubbly waters in here. Oh, no. I don't have any more bubbly waters in my fridge. Oh, I don't have any more bubbly waters in my fridge. Maybe I can get Ari to bring me one. You think I can get Ari to bring me one? I think she's vacuuming though. Let's see if I can get her to bring me one. I usually keep bubbly waters in this fridge too, and I don't have any. I hear her vacuuming downstairs. But I think she's still listening to me also. Well, you know it's kind of a weird live because usually after I have a gun debate, usually my phone lines blow up. I'm really surprised they haven't yet. They were going off during it. But we'll see. I'm sure we'll get somebody in here eventually. We'll get somebody in here. At least or we will, or we won't, I guess. I don't know. This guy Adam is like a really big fan of mine. Adam, why don't you call in? This guy Adam has been like blowing up my chat he's been here since the beginning, blowing up my chat. Hello, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great. How old are you?
49.
Thank you. She did like see that? You still support Trump?
You know what? I actually never support Trump. But the reason I wanted to call in is where I think you had a solid argument. It was just a few points that I disagreed with.
On which argument? On the gun argument?
Your gun control argument. And just a little bit of background before we go into this. I shoot every week. Like every Saturday I go to the range.
That doesn't make you an expert on this. Unfortunately, I'm not trying to be a dick, but like
No, you're not at all.
That doesn't qualify you as like an expert on this. You know what I'm saying?
Did I say I was an expert?
Okay.
I never said I was an expert. I said I shoot every week. Now, your argument where I felt flawed and what I would have really liked to see you say was, so you're debating this guy about gun control and what it does to kids. And I don't disagree with a word you said, but I would have liked to have seen you talk about how Trump supporters pretty much go against every other amendment with the exception of the Second Amendment.
Insane. I mean, that is a very good point. Well, at least Trump does.
All of them, right? So this guy's talking about, this amendment, that amendment, Second Amendment, blah, blah, blah. And what it actually says, every amendment pretty much has a framework for an argument to support a right. And that was his key point, right? He said, well, it's a right. So is the freedom of speech. But we're perfectly fine with saying you can't say anything about Charlie Kirk. You can't say anything about Donald Trump's performance or you're going to get fired. why are we not okay infringing on the Second Amendment?
Yeah, I don't have a
And then
problem
your
with your argument,
about,
minus the fact that that guy didn't even know the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
So I don't think we would have gotten
way
too far.
sort
He
of
didn't even know the
refute
second
what
one.
Right. Yeah,
But no,
and
that's
keep in
right.
mind,
I could have
no
made that
time
argument. I could have made that argument. It would
I
have been a
just
good
enjoy
argument.
the sport, right? But sometimes you just got to use empirical data when you're talking to an idiot, right?
I did.
And the reason I said I shoot every week is not because I'm an expert, but because it's sort of I feel like him. Do I want to buy the next thing? Do I really like shooting? Yes. But do we need some type of controls and maybe some laws to say, hey, man, you don't need X, Y, Z. You can't have guns on your waist open carry. It makes me uncomfortable. When I see people open carrying firearms, I'm uncomfortable as a weekly shooter.
Yeah, I mean, there's already laws. It's not like we don't have laws, right? It's not like if the Second Amendment, the way they read it, was actually true, then there would literally be no infringement, right? We wouldn't have, we wouldn't have restrictions on automatic weapons. We wouldn't have restrictions on where you can carry. We wouldn't have restrictions on anything, right? You'd be able to do whatever with firearms, but there are restrictions, right? Because we understand within a society.
Keep paying attention. They're working on that. Starting January 1, the framework is already set to remove some of the restrictions on suppressors, and they're talking about other NFA items.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Most of the
I've heard some stuff on that.
They're really excited about that, and I think I'm a little excited, but I also agree with you in that something needs to be done. Just to continue to have the Wild Wild West here and lead in, the deaths you were talking about is not really a good thing.
Yeah. Sorry, no, I have
fraudulently called in.
No, I have a friend of mine who actually is an expert on this, and it's like he got called from the depths to like come and talk guns. That was actually really funny. But I do appreciate your call. I'm gonna move on to the next person, man. But I hope you have a good one. All right.
Yeah, man. You too.
All right. Yeah, Brett, I needed you 10 minutes ago, bud. Guys, Brett Cross in the house. Brett Cross in the house. Excellent friggin' creator. I can't pin him right now. Excellent creator. Bring Brett up. Why would I bring Brett up? I'm not arguing guns. I don't want to have him argue with me about guns. Why would I do that? Y'all, if y'all don't follow Brett Cross is awesome. He specializes in talking about guns on this platform. And I'll be honest with you, I get a lot of the stuff that I know about guns and gun control and gun laws and amendments and Supreme Court decisions. I get a lot of that from Brett. So if you want to hear someone talk about gun stuff who's a lot smarter than me on them, follow Brett Cross. He is really, really awesome. Brett, are you on the YouTubies? That's funny. I actually asked that, and then Ari said that you're on there too. That's funny. What's your name on there, bud? At Cross 0524. Dude, you're gonna have to get a little bit of a catchier handle on YouTube, dude. It's at Cross 0524. Let me put that in the chat. Oh, gotcha, man. Gotcha. I understand now. Let me pin this message over here. So I have you pinned on the YouTube. Follow, like I said, if you follow these guys, if you like good gun arguments and stuff like that, he does really, really good one. I'm not going to go through your whole spiel. I'll let you do that. What's his channel name? It's at Cross 0524. Brett was one of the parents of one of the children that was killed in the school shooting in Uvalde. So, again, I'm not going to tell the whole story. That's Brett's story to tell. But that is a piece of his background. And he has become quite an expert and quite an expert on gun laws, on gun legislation, and things like that. So very, 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 very excellent creator. Very, very excellent creator. So I highly recommend. All right, Adam, you can be a jerk, but I'm not gonna let you. I'm not gonna let you talk shit out like that. All right. So, anyways, cool stuff. Cool stuff. All right, y'all. Well, I am. You know, Ari, I think I might get off. Ari and I did a really cool thing though. I'm thinking about switching over. I'm thinking about switching over to members only. I did a really cool thing with Ari the other day, and it was really funny. But yeah. Anyways, I was gonna go through the amendments, but no, I think I might just get off. I've been definitely having just ebbs and flows in my life lately, and that's okay too. What happened to us doing a podcast together? We're going to be doing more than a podcast together, but there's more information on that to come. We are actually setting up for some really cool stuff to do together. We are in the that one was like a nice little preemptive type thing for Ari and I to do that little podcast type thing. We are going to be moving to a much different type of platform, it's going to be cool. Just trust me, it'll be cool. All right. It'll be some cool stuff. It'll be enjoyable. Ooh. Where can you watch it? You'll be able to watch it sometimes on my platform, sometimes on Ari's platform. We're kind of going to be doing both. But I will let you guys know. Oh, Given Gold. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Do we have a call? I might take one more. I'll be letting you guys know really soon. Hello?
Hey, bro, just keep my president out of your fucking cock gobbler.
Man, isn't it weird that you guys talk about male genitalia at the level that you guys do?
You hear me, you little bitch?
Did you hear me?
What'd you say, you little fucking chump?
I said, isn't it weird how much you guys talk about male genitalia?
Hey, bro, I don't know nothing about that shit, bro. All I know.
I'm just saying, like, immediately you came up here and immediately started talking about male genitalia. Is it just on your mind that much?
You're a cock gobbler.
See, you're doing it again.
You're a cock gobbler.
Is it just on your mind so much you just have to talk about it?
No, it's just not.
No, I understand, man. Like, I understand. Like, I'm, you know, like, I mean, I don't understand because I don't, you know, just think about, you know, I don't think about, you know, the penis as much as you do, but I can understand, you know, having a problem with that. I'd advise therapy. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, keep my president out of your mouth, bro.
Oh, okay. Probably
you little bitch.
You probably don't keep much out of your mouth, do you? I don't think that dude keeps much out of his mouth. Anyways, Corvo, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. As stupid is it forever apparently with some of these callers. He's thinking of Bubba. Yeah, I think that sums up it's time for me to end the live, but I do really appreciate you guys. I'll be back on tomorrow for a bit. I might only just do like an hour or so tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Before we leave, Luis with the 10 gifted memberships to end the live. I love that. It's only the people that still stuck around over on that side. So that's really, really awesome. With the 10 gifted memberships, Mal, Lilypad, Zuda, I Love to Hack, Gray, Kathy, Bammer, Neuro Spicy Cat Lady. Hey, there you go. And Harley with the huge 10 gifted. That's absolutely huge. Thank you so much, Luis. What a way to end the live. What a way to end the live. You can't, I don't think you can end it any better than that. Truly, I don't think you can end it any better than that. Oh, goodness gracious. If I get I'm trying to get on. Hello?
Yo, hello?
Hi.
Yo,
Hey, how old are you?
bro, has anyone ever told you you're a bitch ass nigga, fool?
Oh, just you. Are you hitting on me?
Yo, what the fuck?
Bro, are you thinking about me naked?
Yo, you said you're gonna go fucking give dick.
Later, y'all. See you guys tomorrow. Bye.